A different looking Alex Jones says that a race war is coming to the United States and that he has spoken with JD Vance about it. Probably worth reporters asking whether this is something JD Vance has spoken to Alex Jones about. I can't totally tell what looks different about Alex Jones. I guess he's bald, his beard is white, and he's lost some weight. He looks extraordinarily different. But here is what he had to say about what he says is a forthcoming race war in the United States.
So you have to remember, they're targeting low information voters. So if you're informed, you go, that doesn't even make any sense. But they're targeting people that are super stupid. But that's still not a majority of people, so it's not working. But it's the only play they've got. So they're going to launch the triggers for civil unrest. They're going to bill it as race war. I've literally probably said that 1,000 times the last 4 years. And now they're everywhere saying Trump's coming with the military to attack the people, particularly black men, and that he's going to cause a civil war. And then you actually see Raskin on C-SPAN talking to their operatives, and he's one of their top strategists, saying, oh, we're not going to accept his election. We're not going to certify it, and we're going to create civil war conditions. And then today you've got Carville. It's up on Infowars.com. You want to see the full interview. We'll play some of it in a minute. Dim strategist Carville advocates armed revolution. If Trump wins, claims males of color will be arrested by MAGA. And they're just waiting for a white cop to be in a questionable shooting. Like they said, a white cop killed that black woman in Virginia last month. Then they released the surveillance, the body cam, and it was an Asian veteran.
All right, so he's predicting that there is going to be this race war coming. Then let me skip ahead, and we will get to the part where he talks about JD Vance.
Lost the war for the hearts and minds. All they can do is blow up the chessboard now. I'll use the analogy of the first Terminator, James Cameron, great classic, 1980s. Skynet's already lost in the future. The human resistance is blown up.
Sorry, let me skip ahead a little just so you don't have to hear as much of this nonsense.
Strategists for sure on the election. Today, I'll show you the memos. It's all on Infowars.com. It's all on Real Alex Jones on X.
Okay.
Be sure and follow the new network I'm firing up with folks at AJN Live, at AJN Live on X as well, AJN Live. So it's just insane. And I'm not singling Roger out. I love him to death. He's super smart. It's just that I berate him about this on air. I berate him about this off air. I can get on the phone and call the head of the Trump campaign, which I've talked to folks. And I'm like, hey, they're going to, yeah, we know. We see that. That's important. I told JD Vance, I said, you know, they're going to try to trigger a race war. That's their plan. Yeah, I see a lot of them, hyping that. Yeah, but see, because it.
So here is Alex Jones claiming that he is suggesting to JD Vance that Democrats are going to try to generate a race war if Trump wins. And Alex Jones is claiming, JD Vance goes, yeah, no, I see that they're doing that. It would be really great for a reporter next time they get an opportunity to talk to JD Vance. Usually people boo when you ask JD Vance a question. The audience doesn't like journalism at these JD Vance events. It's worth suggesting to reporters, hey, maybe ask the Trump campaign, ask JD Vance, are you talking to Alex Jones? Is it true what Jones says, that he is telling you all that Democrats are planning to instigate a race war, a sort of civil war along racial lines? And you're telling them that you know that that's what they're planning to do? JD, do you believe Democrats are planning to start a race war? Here's my prediction, okay? If Kamala Harris wins on November 5th, we say we really avoided a major disaster with Trump. Let's now work to make Kamala Harris the most progressive president she's willing to be. If Kamala Harris loses in November, I will say that's really disappointing. We now need to play defense to prevent Trump from doing horrible and disastrous things and start thinking about 2026 and 2028. We lost. That really sucks. That is what I am predicting the left is going to do. Race war, civil war. You look at Tim Pool's YouTube channel. For years, he's been going on and on and on about civil war is imminent. And You know, it's sort of like the people who always say there's a depression coming. If you say there's a depression coming every year, you say it 10, 15, 20, 25 years, you'll probably be right eventually. With the Civil War stuff, I'm hopeful that they will never be right, but it's something that they've been pushing for a long time. And it's when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. It's the same for Alex Jones. It's the same for a lot of these people. Let's figure out who Alex Jones is talking to, because that's pretty scary. Fall is here. Temperatures are dropping. It's time to start baking delicious homemade favorites. Our sponsor, Wild Grain, is here to warm up your house with sourdough breads, fresh pastas, artisanal pastries, including a wide array of seasonal offerings. They'll even have a small number of apple cider donuts, one of my favorites growing up in New England, so get them before they sell out. Wild Grain makes it easy by doing the hard work for you. Wild Grain is the first bake from frozen subscription box for artisanal breads, pastries, and pastas. Wild Grain's boxes are customizable. Whatever your tastes and dietary restrictions are, they can do it. In addition to their classic variety box, they recently launched a new gluten-free box and a plant-based box. It just takes the hassle out of baking because all items bake from frozen in 25 minutes or less. No mess, no cleanup. My favorite, I have to admit, is the croissants. They come in frozen. You bake from frozen. The quality and freshness is top-notch. I'm a big croissant guy, and these were delicious. Wild Grain is offering our listeners $30 off your first box, plus free croissants in every box when you go to wildgrain.com/Pacman to start your subscription. The link is in the description.